these tabs. I must have 40 tabs open right now. That's a pretty good Scooby laugh, right?
Right.
Did anybody have before 9 o'clock in the pool? Before 9? Anybody before 9?
Nobody. I guarantee you, nobody had 8:49.
Well, we're really not clear.
Who's not clear the whole thing?
Us on the. How's the picture look, guys? Looks like shit on my computer. It's very blurry. Looks like somebody smeared Vaseline all over it.
I don't have the stream up, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, we've never seen the shadow that's on Corey because we've never been here this early. You got a shadow like slicing in half.
Yeah, from the sun.
All right, as long Corey looks like a ghost, otherwise it's fine.
That's just my complexion.
You're just pasty.
What are these flies? Do flies? There's no food on this ledge. I don't know why there's flies on it.
Flies, there's no reason to rhyme for flies. They just appear and then I like to know how fruit flies appear. There must be eggs in the drain or something because all of a sudden they just show
They
up.
come out of nowhere though.
Uh-oh, you cut out. Are you still talking? Uh-oh. Corey? Yeah, we got to be out by 9:50 this morning because Corey's got a kid thing. What's up, Tony Z? Yeah, America. Tony Z, are you new? Are you first time, long time listener, first time caller?
Lex is pissed because because they're doing the restaurant thing, right? And he applied for the job as a chef, and he got busser.
Oh, that's the worst.
He's so mad. I'm trying to like make him happy about it. I'm like, the busser's very important. Like they bring the people the water, and like they take the stuff, and it's a very important job to clean the table. He's just like fucking.
Alec Baldwin would call you a peasant, but
Yeah.
it is a very important job. It's funny when I was in like second or third grade, we had did a play. It was like a Disney presentation, and I wanted to be like one of the actors in one of the skits.
Yeah.
But they made me the narrator of the entire thing, which I did
That
not
makes
like.
sense. Yeah, but that makes sense now.
Right. I didn't like it then, but it made sense. I mean, like at the podium, and I'd break in between the things and talk about the orange birds and shit. The orange birds. And then they'd perform, and then I'd come back and talk more at the podium. I should go back to that school and see if they've got see if anybody took a video of that because I would love to see that.
Could you imagine?
Jeez.
They have a fucking closet full of archives. They're like, come in our archive closet.
Yeah. I mean, they'd have
They're
to
like,
go
no, we burned that to stay warm last year. That's what we did.
But I distinctly remember not being able to say the orange birds. And my teacher telling me how to do it. The orange birds.
The
Say it like
orange
that. And I'd be
birds.
like, the orange birds. No, the orange birds. Like you're welcoming them.
That's what I said, lady. The orange birds.
Right. I couldn't get it right. Not orange.
Is it that you couldn't get it right or you didn't want to get it right?
Knowing me. I'll do it my way. Fuck off.
Yeah, leave me alone.
That was the same teacher who I told once his reading was so bad it was pathetic. And he goes, you shouldn't use words you don't know. I sat back down.
He said that?
Yeah.
That's a good clapback for a teacher.
Yeah. I don't know why I felt like saying that, but.
Your reading is pathetic. And he said, you
Yeah.
shouldn't use words you don't know. Sit down, you dumb little shit.
We're all sitting Indian style. He's reading to the class. I'm in probably second grade, maybe first grade even. Your reading is so bad, it's pathetic.
You know what's fucked up is that's the shit you heard at home. That's the reason why you said it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I didn't know. I probably knew what it meant.
Yeah, but the thing is, you wouldn't use those words if they wasn't used at home. You know what I mean?
No, of course not. I wouldn't know what that word was.
Nowadays, they're like, oh, this little kid, poor little Doug. Sounding pathetic. He shouldn't even know that word. Your reading is pathetic. Nah, little bitch, my reading is prolific. That's the word you meant, prolific.
Tony Z says, longtime listener, I'm the guy who spilled my boss's drink, then spit on it to clean it. LOL. You spit on his pants or something?
That must have been a story we talked about before.
Must have been, yeah. Jay looks strung out. Did Jay get a haircut? His head looks like a little blocky.
Jay, it does look like puby at the top. It looks as if it's sticking up.
Let's get going. Yeah. Come on.
Give me a second. I'm putting in what you asked for.
Well, I can wait till tomorrow. I don't have it in for today anyway.
All right. All right, give me 1 second. All right, ready to go?
Let's do it. Usually the other way around. Like, people get mad usually when you're late.
Yeah.
And we're back!
Well, yeah,
I
but there's
nailed
going to
it.
be people because not everybody's in the room yet because we usually start at what, 9:20, 9:30, and it's
Well,
8:56.
our start time has always been 9 o'clock. We just have been late, so it's their fault they're not here.
Well, we're still early. You know, this wouldn't be happening if Corey not called me and said, it's always the kid. He's got to be somewhere at 9:50, so we have to go.
Well, they have a restaurant, and initially, my belief is the restaurant was supposed to be 11, but they moved it forward to 10, so.
I got you. Fine. We're all
My
beholden
kids,
to your...
it's very important. My kid's the busser, dude.
I know. I get it. The busser? Is that what he wanted to be?
No, he applied for the job of the chef, and maybe they didn't trust him with the food. I don't know. No, they couldn't give everyone the chef job. Apparently, that was the most popular job was the chef. Everyone applied for that, so.
Wow. And he got busser.
Yeah, you got busser, dude. It's a very important job, and I told him like this is very important. You know, you're the first person that brings the water to the people. You got to clean the plates off the table.
You can't polish that turd. He knows what he is.
But
He's
that's
putting
the first.
dirty
That's
dishes
the
in the
first
bin.
job at the restaurant. When you go to the restaurant, the very first job you get is busser. You know what I mean?
He's
You got to work your
dealing-
way up.
He's dealing with all the dirty, snotty napkins. I always feel bad if I snot in a napkin and like crinkle it up. I always make sure to put a few extra napkins around it just so that person doesn't have to touch it. Can you imagine? That'd be the worst part about being a busser or just a person who cleans tables is the napkins. Even if it's not snot, it's food and it's their finger stuff and like, ugh. But they never pick it up gingerly. They always just go right for it. Like, man.
Do you ever do you put your nap? Because the places I go to have the fabric napkins. I don't know what kind of napkins.
You're such. That was such a snotty thing to say.
The places I frequent don't have just like paper
God.
napkins. I'm thinking you're going like the DQ and shit. I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
I love DQ. Fuck
that-
you. Hey, yeah, DQ is awesome. They give you a napkin to wrap around your cone. It's not a cloth napkin.
the blizzards, they can go upside down for like 3 seconds. It's
Oh,
crazy.
jeez. I've
Anyways,
never attempted
you-
that. But what
do
a
you put your
dick.
do you put your favorite napkins on the plate when you're done?
God. Yes, I do.
Me
On
too.
the rare occasion I go to a place with reusable napkins, yeah, I put it on the plate.
Cloth napkins, yeah.
I don't really crinkle it. I don't. Well, first of all, you can't ball up a nice napkin like that. I fold it and put it on the plate.
Oh, I don't fold. I just ball it up and put it on there. Like I'm done. Like, you know what I mean? It's like dropping the mic. It's like a mic drop, but it's not
Yeah.
a napkin drop. You know?
Well, all right. So at a nice place like that, are you ever? Because Russ embarrasses me the way he eats, because he'll pick the shit out of he won't eat. He's watching carbs, so he won't eat the entire bun. So he picks it and he leaves this mountain of picked bread on his plate, and it just looks like a bird had been through that and regurgitated it. It's really embarrassing.
Why can't he just take the bun off and put it to the? He has to pick through the bun.
Because he wants to eat this part of the bun, but not that part. So he picks as he goes and leaves this mess like a 4-year-old was just eating, and it's embarrassing. Do you do that in a nice restaurant?
No, I won't pick through like that. I'm like that anyways. If I'm gonna order something that's on a bun, I'm eating bun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Like I just don't order
Like
that.
Russ,
you know?
tell her
or
not
I
to
just
bring
say, or I just say I want that, but no bun. You know, I'm not gonna eat that.
Yeah.
Right.
So no, but I will notice sometimes like when we get up, like you'll see crumbs everywhere, and I'm always like, is everyone else making this big of a mess, or is it like just us?
Well, that's why them Japanese, they eat with their chin on the edge of the bowl.
Yeah.
So they don't drop anything. They shovel it in. Do they even breathe when they eat?
Smart. It's fucking smart, to be honest with you.
Are you in a hurry? Where are you going? Relax. We're having a family dinner. Swallow before you put in that next spoonful of soup.
And they slurp it too. If you don't slurp in Japan, that's like a disrespectful. You're supposed to slurp the soup.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not slurping.
If you don't slurp it, that
that's
means
the
you don't
best
like
part
it.
of it, man.
Yeah.
That's the best part of it is slurping
Fuck,
it in.
why is that the best part? Slurping. Why do you got to slurp?
Because slurping is just a natural thing. It's just
All right.
natural.
All right, well then burping should be okay.
Are you sure that maybe
Well,
that's
that
a compliments to the chef? Burp.
So good. Blah. Yeah, smell that. That's how good the food was.
Touche.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
No
you're not
table
wrong.
manners. Yeah, but you gotta take your shoes off and sit on the floor over there. Yeah, none of it makes sense.
Not at all places, but some places that's cool though. Why not, man? It's cool.
I ain't doing that. I'm not sitting on the floor. I don't sit on the floor in my own house. I ain't
It's
sitting on
good
the
for
floor.
your back. It's good for your vertebrae.
Then why don't they just have those balls to sit on instead of chairs? You know, those inflatable balls that office workers always use. Can't hear you.
Balls.
What?
I said the exercise balls.
Yeah. Why don't they just have this good for your back?
Because they don't give a shit about the exercise balls. They just want you to sit down and enjoy yourself, man.
They just don't want to pay for
They
chairs.
got this one place in Japan where the noodles flow through the fresh water, and you're supposed to get it with the chopsticks. I want to try that place.
They're making eating a challenge now?
They're making eating a fucking
How are you supposed to catch a floating noodle with your chopsticks?
You let your chopsticks there and you just pick it up, dude. I don't know how to explain it to you. I've seen people do it. It looks fun.
I don't want dinner to be fun.
Why not?
That sounds like a paper napkin place to me.
No, for sure. For sure.
There's no nice napkins
No,
there.
no, not at all.
Have you guys heard of reverse theft?
But you give him some back?
Like, when you break into a car, you leave something instead of take something?
Never heard of that. No. That sounds more like a sketchy type of thing to me.
Yeah, what the fuck? Who's doing
Well,
that?
I got a DM. A listener was trying to explain to me why. I don't know if you saw and you probably didn't. You don't follow me on Instagram, but
I do. It was
no,
beard
not you
oil.
guys.
You're talking about the beard oil in your car.
Not you guys. I just meant Mafia in general. Yeah. So I get in the car and there's a little bottle of beard oil that was in the drink holder of the car. I'm like, what? I can't even grow a beard. I've never groomed a beard. I don't have friends who groom beards. They're all slobs. So like, where did this come from? I can't figure it out. Nobody's been in my car. In fact, it didn't move for a couple of days. It was just sitting in the garage. And the guy was like, well, maybe it's a prank. Somebody's doing reverse theft. I'm like, is that a thing?
I think it's to show you that you're susceptible of being robbed. You know what I mean? I think that's a game for people. Just like catching the noodles at the Japanese restaurant is a game, you know? I think like showing you that you could be robbed is a game to them. It's like, haha.
Maybe Jesus was there.
Yeah. To be honest, I
got
feel
a
like with
beard.
this light, I'm about to ascend to Jesus right now.
Yeah, you look pasty today, bro. That's
Yeah, if you're not on Patreon, you can't tell what we're talking about right now. That's why you got to upgrade to Patreon. But
I just want to make sure it's not a thing. I don't know. I still have no explanation for how that got
I could
in the
see,
car.
I could see that being a sport for thieves. You know what I mean? It's like a fun thing. It's like I'm gonna break into your spot. I'm gonna leave something for you to let you know that if I wanted to take something, I could have, but I didn't. I gave you something.
How about the attendant of the garage? Is there somebody there? Maybe they had to move your car. They
don't got beards. No. It's a self park place. I mean, nobody's ever. And I lock it. I do the real beep. I don't go beep when I lock it. I do.
How about the dude you took out to dinner that one night? Is it his beard oil?
Excuse me?
How about that guy you were gangbanging with? Is it his beard oil?
I don't date dudes, and if I did, he wouldn't have a beard. I'm just saying.
I don't date.
Would he be clean cut? Like he would be cleanly shaven? Like,
Jay, are you trying to put yourself in the running?
No, I'm not clean.
It sounds like it. Would he? I don't know. Have a crew cut and look a little bit like me?
No, I'm just saying. If I ever come across somebody that wants to date Kane,
can I put my hat? Can I put my name in the hat?
I just want to throw my hat in the ring here. I just want to.
Exactly what it sounds like. Well, so would he be clean shaven?
I'm just saying. Anybody that is listening that is maybe wondering what kind of dude
He
Kane
just
is.
said he doesn't date dudes.
Yeah. But if I did, it'd be whisker free because those are rough. You ever kiss a girl with a mustache?
Yeah.
You.
No, that was a joke. You can't. If a girl,
I mean, not
a girl
a
has
true
a mustache. You can't feel it. It's just wispy hairs.
No.
Girls don't grow.
Who are you
girls' hair.
kissing that's got a mustache, dude? What
listen.
kind of
Wow.
girls?
No, listen.
What
some
in the
girls,
Jersey Shore Carnival are you talking about, man?
Some
What the
girls,
hell?
Some girls, what they like to do is they just wax it. So it not wax. They like bleach it.
Ladies.
That's the word I'm looking for. They bleach it so it looks like it blends in with the skin. But when you go to kiss them, you feel like you're kissing like a cat. It's like,
No.
Yes,
It's
dude.
never rough on a
right.
woman, even if she's got a mustache. Well, I mean, I guess you
Jay,
would know.
That was a man.
No,
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
She
it
can call
was.
herself whatever she wants, but that was scientifically.
I'm trying to think.
Did you get to third base? Because then you'd know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Science
did-
would call that a man, baby.
She did have an Adam's apple.
Well,
there
No,
you
I'm
go.
just kidding. No, it
the
was. I'm serious.
only one thing causes that. Oh my gosh, when is that surgery going to happen? When is the fake Adam's apple implantation going to happen?
Oh, geez. You're right.
I don't think they have that.
They already got fucking the seal flipper penis. What about the fucking fake Adam's apple? You know what I mean?
King Bill in the Mafia goes, I thought is he talking about Tracy? Because I have a very hard time seeing Jay with another woman.
Picture me with your wife, Bill. Actually, don't picture that because it would never happen.
Why was there a mom? I figured there'd be a mom joke in there too.
Yeah.
I fucked your mom.
Picture me
watch
with your
Ask Her.
mom. Yeah.
Why gotta go after his wife?
Because Jay's a scumbag.
Because I'm a piece of shit.
He misses going after the other girl he used to have, so he's got to go after someone. Tim said it was maybe mole whiskers.
Ew.
Oh, damn.
What'd you
Thick
do?
and blood.
You
I got
pull her
a
out
mole.
from underneath the house.
I got a mole on my back, and that thing produces the longest, blackest, thickest
Okay.
hair ever, dude.
That's disgusting.
Why though? Why does it? First of all, why does the hair grow so fast out of it? And second of all, why is it so dark and thick?
I don't know if it grows necessarily faster than other hairs. It's just that you don't really pay much attention to it. Fast and thick. This whole thing is gross.
But my thing is, why does it get so? It's long, black, and thick, and it's very coarse.
Well, yank it then or something.
I yank it. I pick it out at least once a month, and it comes back.
Why don't you? I mean, you're going to the doctor. You're going to get stretched for Christ's sake. Why don't you go get a mole removed?
A lot of times I have Alicia yank it for me, and she gets it out.
Maybe it's cancer. Maybe it's the hair going, pay attention to me. Get rid of this mole.
I've had
I'm
it checked.
cancer.
I've had it since I was a young boy.
A long,
long
thick
black
black
thing.
one.
What?
You've had a long, black, thick one since you were a boy.
Yeah, a young child. Yeah.
That's gross.
That whole conversation you're going to hear again.
I've had a wart, by the way. Ook is Thursday, since we're off Friday. I had a wart before, but I never had any fucking hairs growing out of it. I have to tell this story. Just real quickly. It's kind of sad, but it's oh my God. You ever heard the phrase "no good deed goes unpunished"?
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah. This is about the epitome of that saying. In California, there was a mama duck and her ducklings trying to cross the road. So this guy gets out of his car to like help them across. It was really cute, right? And as soon as everybody was like cheering him on. Nice job, way to go. And as soon as the ducks got up onto the curb, the guy turned around to go to his car. Bam! A car came out of nowhere and killed him.
I saw that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that. And he had his kids were on the corner or on the sidewalk watching him, right? Did you see that? They literally watched him get
They
killed.
were in the car.
Or something like that, yeah.
His kids were in the car and they saw the whole thing.
Damn. Is there a video?
And here. No, there's no video, but there was a kid in the first car in the crosswalk that saw it, and he snapped a couple of pictures. Here's one of the pictures. Like, look at this guy. You know, he's pushing the ducks across the street there with his hands, not physically, but just scoot, 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 like doing a nice thing.
Who ran him over? This guy in the truck ran him over?
No. Some car came out of nowhere. He gets the ducks across onto the street there, sidewalk, and then he turns around. He's smiling. Everyone's cheering him on. He's going back to the kids in the car, and boom, died.
Oh.
That's this picture you're looking at. He is dead 10 seconds later.
Oh my God.
Damn. Can you imagine? They probably, you duck.
See, but you understand why I had to share this story? It's so out
No,
there.
I don't understand at all why you had to fucking to do that. Now, one bit of me understands why you had to tell us about this story. Hey, you guys want to see a photo of a guy 30 seconds before he dies?
I'm fascinated with that. I love looking at those pictures because you always pick, like, that's the last minute they were alive. Like, I'll stop it. I watched a video. There was a 16-year-old kid going too fast, and he hit a parked UPS truck and ripped the car in half. He had a 14-year-old passenger. The girl died, unfortunately. She was thrown from the car. But I stop it right before they're about to hit the truck. And imagine what they're thinking. That's her last second alive right there. Splits in a split second from there, she's going to be dead. I don't know. I'm fascinated with looking
That's
at that
fucking gruesome.
Yeah, that's cool. That's weird. Actually.
And then I watched it over and over to
That's
try to see her. I wanted to see her body get tossed, but you couldn't see it.
That's dark, dude.
Is it? I'm just curious. It's a morbid
It's
curiosity.
morbid.
Maybe.
It's morbid for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a video of a guy that's going skiing, and like he's going down this fucking huge mountainside, cliffside, and it's not something anyone should ski down. It's like you shouldn't be up there in the first
It's
place.
like this, straight down.
It's
right?
not. It's not
Yeah.
like a normal ski thing. These guys are like fucking adventurers. This got dropped off on a helicopter. As soon as he starts to go down, his right ski clipped, and the whole time down this hill, he's going, oh no, oh. He thought he was dying the whole time, and you think he's dying too. Like he thinks he's about to die.
Yeah.
And you could hear him scream.
And he didn't die?
No, he made it down.
Wow.
Yeah, he was able to slow himself down and stop. But like, it was just fucking terrifying to even see and hear.
Well, there was a great video of a guy who was, I think he's in the mountains somewhere, and you know how they have these caverns, these wide open fucking gullies that you can't see, right, between the ice, and you just fall right in them, and you don't know how far you're falling. This guy fell. He had a fucking GoPro. He saved himself. He fell, falling. He wasn't screaming or nothing. I guess he was trying to figure out how to stop himself, and he somehow managed to wedge one of his skis into the side of this thing, and he stopped. He came to a stop, and you look down, and you could not see the bottom.
Jesus.
And this guy right away, the video cut off shortly after he stopped, but like he instantly went to taking off his gloves and trying to figure out how to get out. He maintained his composure the whole time. And
How the fuck did he get out?
his buddies, I guess they brought a rope down or something like that. I don't know what but they
That's
got
not
him
a
out.
sport for somebody like me.
No, fuck
Bring me
no.
to the Catskills and send me down to Bunny Slope, but I'm
Yep.
not going in no with a glacier, because at that point in time I'm like,
Yeah. No.
I'm dead.
I don't even want to attempt to balance on two flat pieces of wood. I want to go down an inner tube. I want to sit down with an open can of beer, not Bud Light, and go down on an inner tube.
Yeah.
Pixie says panicking will get you killed. Oh, 100%.
Well, easier said than done. Not to, like if someone's like, don't panic. It's like, all right, well, easier said than done.
Yeah, I don't know how this guy didn't even scream. He just as he was being jostled. Maybe it's just happening so quick you don't have time to get scared.
Yeah, maybe it's your instincts. Yeah.
Yeah. So, don't you hate unsolicited advice?
More
Corey.
than anything.
So Corey's got this wonderful vacation planned. Were you going to Atlantis this
Yeah,
weekend?
going to Atlantis. Yeah.
Yeah. And then one of his friends just, without even asking, you hate this mafia. Oh, you probably shouldn't go there. That sucks. What'd he say?
He just messaged me and said, "Hey, dude, you should look into changing. You should look into changing your room to somewhere else." And I was like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Atlantis has gone to shit. You should come to where we stayed at Baja Mar." And I'm like, "Eh." He's like, "We went there. And it's just like a trailer park just unloaded there. It's like it's not even the same as it
Oh,
was."
Jesus. I'm sure it's like a trailer park.
Yeah,
Like,
at the price you
Right.
got to pay to stay there, there's no
Seriously.
way. It's like $600 a night.
Jesus.
What
Yeah,
trailer
it's
park
like-
do these people live in? The fucking one in the Hamptons?
And now that's in your head, right? You can't just go and enjoy and figure it out for yourself. You want to figure that stuff out for yourself, but now it's in your head. You're checking Yelp. Maybe this guy's right. Did I fuck up the vacation? Just don't. Shh.
Exactly. Let me, because we're gonna have fun. We're going there for Lexington. They've got everything there. They've got the water park. They've got the aquarium. They've got the restaurants. You know, they've got everything there.
Yeah.
It's just let us find out. There's no need to do that. And I think it's one of those things like he wasn't able to get a room there, so he's staying at one of the other resorts. So he just wants me to stay there too, to like, you know,
Yeah.
to maybe because he thinks it's better and he wants me to validate it. I don't know, but it's like I don't want to know that. Just let me find out.
Yeah. Unless somebody asks you. And that goes for anything too. Like, remember when I turned down the jobs in Seattle and Chicago most recently? Just all of a sudden, you know, mostly radio people, but you're getting like all this unsolicited advice. Don't go. You should go. Here's why you shouldn't. Here's where you. You know what? I didn't ask you. Don't tell me, right? So I'll make my own decision.
You had a job offer in Chicago?
Yeah.
When?
It was great money for nights. This was 2014.
Oh, 2014. I thought you were
Yeah.
going to say like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, fuck no. This was
You-
2014.
You would have gone.
Nah. No.
You wouldn't take
no.
a job over in Chicago now?
I would.
No, I'm home. If I could do it remotely, yes. I'm not picking up and moving to fucking Murderville.
Oh,
That's
come
only
on.
the south side of Chicago.
I'm not
Yeah,
moving
you're not gonna move to.
Chicago.
You're not moving to the west side of the south side. You wouldn't live there.
Dude, they have flash mobs on fucking Michigan Avenue, and they're all over the fucking city now. They're beating the shit out of people wherever. But first of all, I don't want to go. This is home. I'm in Jersey. If I can do it from here, that'd be great. But because that's where everybody works from home now anyway, and radio.
What if they offered you $1 million a year?
Well, see you later.
I'll visit New Jersey.
No, that would be one of those deals where like, okay, let me just do it for a year and save up a ton of money and then quit and come home.
Yeah.
You know?
Realistically, what would they have to offer you now for you to go to Chicago?
Or anywhere
300,000?
to be honest. Anywhere.
Yeah.
Go anywhere.
400,000?
Nah, it'd be more than that.
Really?
$500,000.
500. Yeah. All right. Makes sense. That's a good chunk of money. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what radio personalities used to make.
I know.
Oh, shit.
They tax the shit out of you in Illinois though, so you're really only getting fucking 200,000.
Isn't that funny though? It's usually the price for things go up. You know, the price for that went down.
Yeah. Oh, way down,
Yeah. What a career.
Technology ruined it. Fucked it all up.
dude. My company, I heard from a little birdie. My company, I work for 107.1 The Boss. Not for my station, but for the other 3 stations in the cluster, they're going to start using AI.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what Jay was saying yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting rid of the weekend guys, and I'm like, oh my god. And I asked my boss, I'm like, that's not. And he goes, no. I threatened. I said I'd quit before we have AI on my, because he's a believer in live and local.
You know what they say? Go ahead, quit. We got fucking computer John to take your spot,
yeah,
dude.
yeah. But I mean, it's just
What I don't get is that company prided themselves on being live and local and people on the streets, and now you're gonna have a
How is that going to work? I'm so confused.
I don't
What
get it.
is it going to sound like a real person?
I have no idea. I don't know what it's going to sound like.
That's what they're saying. The AI sounds so similar to a real person, and it could do show prep in a split second. What's the weather? Boom, finds it. Done. It's on the air.
Yeah, but it can't talk about breaking news. It
Sure.
can't talk about, hey, did you see? Oh, driving down here, there was a crash on the Parkway. Watch out at 105.
Right,
You know, they
right.
can't be
Well,
local.
it can't
They
make things personal. Like,
No.
this weather's perfect. Now, today I'm going to suntan my
Right.
fucking anus on the sun. You know what I mean?
Right. I tried the anal bleaching before I sunned it. Oh, what a great day.
Yeah. Robots don't
Best
have
day
anuses.
ever.
Yeah.
But do people care about that anymore, though? In reality, like, do they care about
I
being
think
personal?
things like Apple Music and Spotify have taken that away, you know,
Yeah.
because you just listen to, I don't know.
Well, the thing about it is that's all radio has, is the only thing they have to differentiate themselves
Personality, yeah.
with the jukeboxes like Spotify is the personalities.
True.
The content that they deliver, and AI doesn't deliver content. So
No.
it's like you're giving in. I'm not, I don't know. If I was an advertiser, I'm not buying buying ad time during a shift where there's a computer on.
Yeah.
It's just me.
Awful.
Rachel says, what new jobs? People have careers. Maybe she was talking to somebody else in the mafia because I don't understand that one. Do you?
No, radio was a career. That was a career job. You could. Some
Yeah,
people
that
have done that. Some people have done that for life.
Yeah.
And made a very great living off of it. You know what I mean?
Well, I guess I was a bank teller for a minute, but that wasn't a career.
No,
That was
but I
just
mean,
a
look at these
job.
people that have made millions and millions of dollars. Look, Scott
Yeah.
Shannon. Look at Elvis Duran. Look at all these other people that have.
Right. And those are great examples. The only reason really people turn on the radio is to hear Elvis,
Yeah.
you know, or hear a show because they can hear the music any fucking where.
Yeah.
Right. Speaking of unsolicited advice, and we talked about this a couple weeks ago, maybe last week, how, you know, everyone loves Adele and she's got all of her fans, but, and I just use her as one example. As soon as she lost weight, they turned on her, right? Started hating on her.
Which makes no sense. Oh, you
None.
got healthy? Oh, I don't like you
Right.
anymore.
Right.
It's happening right now with Ashley Graham, the plus size model.
Yeah.
Ashley Graham, always been hot, right? But she just decided to take a little control of her life and lose a bunch of weight. And now she's getting a lot of shit for it. There's a picture. Why don't you make that bigger, Jay?
Yeah, yeah. Shame on you for living a healthier lifestyle.
She looks absolutely gorgeous. And like I said, she always has. But here's a comment. I didn't even recognize who this was. Another curvy and perfect celeb lost to the Ozempic craze. That's, of course, an overweight woman saying that. And now another overweight woman says, considering her entire brand consisted of representing plus-sized women, which is the shtick she used to become famous, this is a betrayal to her brand.
Each one of these people deserves to be smacked.
It's so selfish, right? Because maybe they can't lose weight or they
No,
want this.
they can. You can.
Right. But, you know, well, they don't have the willpower or the whatever. They don't for some reason. But instead of being happy for someone, they just go ahead and decide to dog her out because, well, they want other people to share in their misery.
I also know that her story, she had a really bad pregnancy and came out of it really diabetic. I don't know what type that is. I'm not. So in order for her to get out of that, she had to take the Ozempic and the side effect of that.
Gestational diabetes.
That's what it's called. Yeah. And but it really affected her bad. So she had to take the Ozempic, which helped her. And then obviously she lost weight. Yeah, she looks beautiful.
I mean, it's not like she's skin and bones.
No, not even close.
Right now, I think she's a great representation of women in general right there.
Yeah, I
isn't
think
she?
That's still considered plus size, though.
Right.
It's
not, She didn't go
What do you want?
completely
You need
the
her
other
to
way.
be fucking. You need her to be TLC fat. Like, how fat do you want this girl to be?
Right, I know. But the comments and I knew they were coming as soon as I saw the story.
But
I'm like, oh, here
you
we
understand
go.
when I lost weight, I got the same shit. A lot of people said I was funnier when I was fatter.
Well,
No, a lot of people said. I think I liked him better when he was fatter.
I've said that about comedians before.
Yeah,
John Goodman is one.
yeah.
He looks weird skinny, and I don't find him as funny. Here's a comment. So she's not considered a plus size model anymore. She looks incredible, but I want more representation for plus size women. It's not about what you want, you dope.
This
I mean,
lady's supposed to live her life for you.
I know. There's
And
plenty
the
of
rest
people
the rest
defending
of
her.
the
and
fatties
stuff.
out there, dude. Come on,
know.
man.
She wanted to live longer. She has children now. Like, what the fuck? You know, it's
No, it's not okay. It's not okay to want to be healthy. You are supposed to suffer with your fucking organs being pressed against fat like the rest of us.
Make it make sense, though. It's a clown world. Why? I don't understand the people who
You're
just
supposed to
can't
go
be
through
happy
the
for people.
depression and all the other stuff that we're going through. You're supposed to be fat with us. It's like
Laura P's nailed it. She says no one is happy being fat, and I even wrote that down to bring that point up. You can fool yourself and scream it from
it's
the
a facade.
rooftops, and it's like it's just you're trying to deal with the situation the best you can and try to convince yourself that you are happy, but you're not. Everybody who's overweight would love to lose weight.
Yeah.
And it's
That's a fact,
I mean, a
Jack.
prime example is when you try to get a new insurance, they give you different coverage based on what your weight is.
Sure.
Oh, absolutely. No, your
Because
blood
you have-
pressure. You can't get health
Right.
insurance if you got. My mom didn't get health insurance because of her blood pressure or health insurance. I'm not health insurance, life insurance. They
Because
didn't
they
cover.
They
Yeah.
judge you based on what they're going to spend on what you need. So
Right.
it's like,
and your
on here.
future possible medical cause.
Right.
Unbeliever NJ says, but can you be happy being skinny? It's more than your weight. I mean,
How about healthy?
I think
happiness
it's healthy.
is right.
There's
Right.
too skinny. There's too big. There's just healthy.
And happiness is, determined by many other factors than just what the scale tells you.
A lot of people would still consider that what's her name, Ashley Graham, to be overweight and fat. A lot of people would still say that's fat.
Oh, there was a couple of those comments
But
too.
she's
What are you
healthier.
talking about? She's still plus side, blah, blah, blah. But who cares?
Yeah, but again, she's healthier now.
As long as she's happy. Safety man Mike says, I'm so much happier now that I lost 40 pounds. Confidence is back and the ex is jealous.
Yeah, absolutely,
Life's good.
Hell yeah.
That's a main thing right there is the confidence. That breeds a lot of happiness.
I think,
Gets you-
Corey,
Gets you
They
out.
don't tell cancer patients to gain more weight and be fat. They tell them to eat right, lose weight, be healthy. You know what I mean? They don't tell
Yeah.
these people that have problems. They don't tell people with heart disease to gain weight, stay fat. They tell you to lose weight. Tell people with diabetes, type 2 diabetes, lose weight, work out, exercise. There's there's nothing in the book that says gain more weight, you'll be better.
No, there's not
No.
one doctor
Everything.
will tell you that. What do you got to do?
Everything.
You got to gain some weight.
Every ailment says lose weight and become healthier.
Even my stupid house doctor tells me to lose. He even knows that I should lose weight.
yeah.
Doug, you look very fat today.
No, last time I was in there, you look a little heavier than before. You still 214?
Oh, Doug, you tub.
Like, no, I'm not 214. That ship sailed a long time ago.
I'll tell you what, I went to the doctor yesterday and she was like, so I'm down 28 pounds altogether. And she's like, why are you so obsessed? Like, you're older now. It doesn't matter. I said, I want to be
change
healthy.
doctors.
That's what I said. I was like, what? I want to be healthy,
Yeah,
man.
she looks at you like, why you care? You're not getting laid anytime
It
soon.
matters more as you get older.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I got a 3-year-old. He runs around like crazy. I want to be like, I played soccer with him on Sunday and I was running around. It felt awesome. I don't care what other people think. You know what I mean? Like, it's the world we live in, man. They don't care anymore. People want to sit on the couch and, be happy with being
They don't
unhealthy.
care about you. They want you to keep being able to have to come to the doctor.
Right.
So they can
Right.
treat you and get more money.
Yeah.
Jillian even said it. Get a new doctor. Hi, Jillian. Jillian's pretty.
Hey.
Well, can we talk about the fact that you lost your shot with Jillian?
Yeah,
was into you.
she shot her
Look,
shot.
I will never
and
not
you-
bring that
yeah.
up when
Yeah.
you talk about Jillian.
Surely I don't know what you're talking about.
Jillian,
She was flirting with you, and you said she wasn't, and then she admitted to it.
yes,
She didn't
Jillian.
admit to it. She didn't admit to it.
Yes, she
Yes,
did.
she did. She was
Yes,
like,
she did.
"It's too late, Kane. I'm with somebody now, but
Yes,
I
she
was
did.
trying to be with you before this other
She
schmuck."
admitted to it.
Remember yesterday when you're talking about how all those times when you two are talking and I take my headphones off because I don't want to be bothered by what you're saying?
She just said, "Yes, I did." She shot her shot. You shot her down.
I didn't shoot her down. I just was too stupid to know what she was doing.
Yeah.
Jillian, are you single again? Because Kane's still single.
Okay. You know what? This is not
Kane's
this is
still
not the love
single.
connection. You are not Chuck Woolery 2 and 2. This is probably
I
an
forgot
older
that, 2 and
reference for
2.
a lot of people.
Are you still single? Because Kane still is.
Do you know what the love connection is? Did you ever watch that show?
I did.
I'd stay home from school and watch it.
Was that on the Game Show Network?
No, it was Love Connection, great old dating show, and
Yeah, it
from
was
the,
good.
like the 80s and early 90s. They brought it back a few times, but his Chuck Woolery was the host. His thing was going to commercials, and he was so cool when he did
Chuck
it.
Woolery?
Chuck Woolery, he was
Woolery.
so cool. He'd be like, "Be back 2 and 2.
Yeah, that was cool. I remember
Be right
that.
back."
and 2.
Sometimes he wouldn't have to say it because everybody knew. He'd just say, "Be right back."
What's
2
2 and 2?
I don't know, 2 minutes, 20 seconds. I don't know, but it was so cool. Be right back, 2 and 2. I'm gonna start to bring that back. We don't get a commercial though.
Jillian, let us know when that.
Okay.
All right.
Play the D-bag because Corey, I think, was a D-bag again.
Am I a D-bag? Somebody tell me. Am I a D-bag? With Kate and Corey.
Well, we're waiting.
So I was gonna tell. I think I changed my stories up. Both of them could be D-bag moments.
No, go with the one where you yell.
It's the same thing.
Oh, all right.
It's the same, similar.
Okay.
We got these neighbors, right?
Mm-hmm.
This lady, she owns the brownstone next to us, and she's got a couple kids.
First of all, I think you know you're a D-bag, just the way you're
Yeah, you do.
I don't think I am.
Yeah.
a liar.
Got a bunch of kids, right?
Okay.
Two kids. One's in college, one's in high school. She likes to go out of town sometimes. right, and leave the kids home, which you shouldn't because this kid's fucking a menace. We're sitting there having a movie night Friday night, and we start watching our movie, and we're in the backyard because I set up this big screen. And so her son and his friends are playing basketball in the backyard, being kind of loud. It's fine, though. They start their boombox up, and they're blaring music as we're trying to listen to our movie. They could hear us watching Super Mario Brothers, trying to listen to it.
Well,
They bump
maybe
their
that was
music
annoying
up.
to them.
They bump. This is fucking, first
These
of all,
kids
fucking,
and their darn music is so
Now, who's
loud.
used the word boombox anymore?
so that's what it was, because the shit was booming.
We're
Even
giving
my
away
son,
boom boxes on the boss.
my son did. My Lexington goes, Dad, they got a boombox over there. And I was like, yeah, they do.
That's not an old word. That's what it is. It's
It's
a
a
boom
boom
box.
box. What do you want to call it?
Just boom. Yeah.
Yeah. So I let it slide. You know, I mean, I'm not gonna say anything. We
What were they
continued
playing?
watching
What
the
kind of
movie.
music was it?
It was hip hop, and it was like reggaeton, and it was
How
some
old
other
were
stuff.
these kids?
These guys, he's a senior in high school, I think.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, old enough to get it. You know what I mean?
Old enough to hear the N words.
Old enough to fuck him up.
Were there N words coming
No,
out of
there
that
was
thing?
no N words. No.
Okay. All right.
That happens. Movie's done. We go inside. Then I hear noise from out front. I'm like, what's going on? There is a train of fucking people coming into this kid's house.
Oh, yeah.
It is fucking on like Donkey Kong, dude.
Hell
There's
yeah.
a party. Like, they're about to fucking party, right? But our backyard and we're similar, so I can hear everything that goes on in the backyard.
course.
They're out there fucking shirtless. There's 10 guys. They have a basketball hoop, 10 guys, and they're doing like a slam dunk contest on this fucking 8-foot hoop. Like, it's not a fucking regulation hoop. It's easy to dunk on. And every time someone scores, they're like, ah!
Oh,
Screaming.
Jesus.
It's 9 o'clock at night at this point, right? I am still not allowed to say anything because the noise ordinance, they're allowed to make noise till a certain time.
And you're surrounded by buildings, so there's nowhere for that noise to go. It just
Right.
bounces off all the buildings back in that little alleyway. And
Yeah.
oh god, it must be louder than hell.
Loud as shit. So I'm just
Yeah.
anticipating, dude. I'm wondering, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna say?
Are you working up what you're gonna say?
Yeah.
Yeah. Running it through in your head.
So it keeps going until one point. I think it was like 10:20. I walk to my balcony and I look down, and I look at him. And I said, "Hey man, can you keep it down? I don't want to have to call your mom."
What?
Well, I can't really call her. There's a button on the door that call, because we don't have her phone number. But if you press the button on the door,
It'll ring her up.
It'll ring her.
Well, how did they respond?
He kind of just like, oh, so he was sorry. Like he realized they were fucked up, and they all kind of went back inside. I feel like I ruined the party though.
It must be classy rich kids, though. I mean, if it's a neighbor of yours, it's an expensive place.
Yeah, they were still loud inside, but my
I
thing,
know.
I don't know. I felt like I've been there before. You know what I mean? As a kid, like, they weren't doing nothing wrong. They were just being loud. I feel like, did I turn into am I grumpy old man now?
Yeah, you are, for sure, 100%.
No, fuck that. And by the way, I said classy rich kids just because they're probably even snottier than normal kids. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, but they were just, it was just obnoxious. It's like, first of all, they shouldn't be, you know better at a certain time not to be outside making noise, especially in New York City. But like, I don't know, to pull out the whole threaten the mom.
calling your mother.
That's what I feel
Yeah, but you know what? You
like.
just yelled at them for shit that you used to do as a kid. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's.
And someone yelled at me, someone called the cops on me.
Yeah, but now he's got a kid and wants to go to bed.
Yes.
I want to go to bed. What'd you
Yeah.
say? It was 10:20? Fuck
It was
that.
about
I'm
10
out.
Yeah. And and last time they did this, they partied till like 11, 12 o'clock out back, and we could hear it was loud as shit.
Nothing makes you angrier than someone making noise when you're trying to go to sleep.
Exactly. Or even I got a kid, and if you wake my kid up, I'm about to be real pissed. I'm not calling moms, I'm calling cops. You know what I mean?
Are you a
But
D-bag for saying?
in my head the whole time I'm thinking, am I gonna have to fight one of these kids? Like, I'm playing out scenarios to where, like, we go to the front yard and I'm like fist fighting like 18
He
year
might be able to take you. 18's not 14. 18's a man, man.
Yeah.
And they had their shirts off. You saw they were probably working out a little bit. You know, that's the thing. They were probably on steroids. That's what
Yeah.
the kids 18 now are doing.
That's what I did when I was 19. Yeah.
Exactly. So are you a D-bag for just saying, I'm going to call your mom on you?
Yeah, basically stopping their party, like ruining their game.
I say no way. I'm with you. I wouldn't have waited till 10 fucking 20.
You have
No.
to wait till 10. 10's the noise ordinance, I think.
Yeah, I would 10 o'clock. Boop, boop. As soon as the
think you're-
microwave hit
listen.
10, I'm yelling down there.
You're a D-bag. It's the end of the school year for these kids. They're fucking with their. I mean, come on, bro. You could have just like been Alicia. Let's just let it slide.
You could have, but she didn't
You're a
want to.
D-bag, dude. You're a D-bag.
Now again, I was tired and I was ready to go to sleep. I was, fucking older, dude. I'm 35, about to be 35.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck.
I'm getting more D-bag
Zitz
comments than I
Pinkler.
thought I'd get, though.
Yeah, they're all D-bag comments. Look at this.
No,
Gold
there's
Coast
a lot
M.
of not. There's a lot of not.
Okay, Gold Coast M not. Laura P not. Tony Z, call their mom D-bag. Rachel, total D-bag. Barbie, total D-bag. Michaela, D-bag. Erica says, I don't blame you, but I'm not saying not a D-bag. Carlos, not a D-bag. Anthony, D-bag. I would say not because he was nice, says Chris. Staten Island Chris.
Why would you? So you're supposed to just put up with their shit and let them party all night? What is that?
It is split. Nikki Jules, not. Pixie, D. JMCJ, D. Carlos, you're all grown up, Corey, so probably no. Danielle Trump, that's not a D-bag thing. You're checking his ass and letting him know you'll snitch if you have to.
I'll snitch in a heartbeat, dude, if you don't shut the fuck up.
Rachel says he's a senior in high school and it's the end of school. He's getting ready to graduate and he wants to party.
He did this in the middle of this. He did this in the middle of the school year as well. That was my thing, Tony Z. I was gonna call the cops anonymously. You know what I mean? The anonymous cop call and have them come knock on the door. Then they really would have been fucked. Not only that, there's up and down the street now. There's smashed fucking bottles. Like there's glass everywhere from the party.
Michaela says you should have gone down to party with him. No, Michaela, he's 35. You can't go down there. He's old now.
What about like him at DJ's down the shore?
35. Oh my God. I was still staying up for fucking 3 days in a row.
You're kidding. Jesus.
I was still snorting all the cocaine.
All of it.
35. God.
Yeah, still, because I was, again, I don't know, man. Keep it inside. If they would have kept it inside, then I never would have heard them. That's my whole thing. Terry Masterson, I made sure I had parties in my house, but I made sure everyone stayed inside the house and not the backyard so they didn't disturb the neighbors.
Yeah, you didn't shit on his party. You just made him move it inside.
Yeah.
Pixie says Corey needs to keep an eye out for the flaming bag of poo on his doorstep now.
Yeah, there's gonna be some issues like that.
ditch.
Yeah.
I don't know. Jay, you said D and I said not a D, and that's kind of what the mafia is saying. Have you added it up? What are you saying?
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
Not a D-bag.
Holy mackerel.
You know what I should have did? I should have went and yelled. I should have played Kids Bop next to his window at 8 a.m. in the morning.
I feel like you pulled that out of your ass because it was going the wrong way for you early on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's all that too. I was worried.
All right, let's do some news.
Say it again.
And now, from a location unknown for his safety, it's Kay with the Not Quite News.
I love this story. Corey, you were just at the zoo, right?
Yeah, I was at the zoo.
What animal would you say was the happiest to see you?
Oh, there was this little puffin penguin that kept coming up to the window and like trying to rub his head on off near my face was.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
that's cute. Well, a study found the top animals that love seeing us at the zoo. Penguins are number 2.
That's what they were. It was.
Yeah.
They were excited. Like they would look like they were doing tricks and shit.
The animal that likes to see us most? Elephants.
Really?
And
Yeah.
how the fuck they talked to some? They sat some elephants down, had a round table, and talked with them, and they were like, "I love when the people come."
No, they were more active and they seemed less bored when big groups of people were around. Elephants.
That was nerves. They were just fucking nervous.
Yeah, they were fucking. Yeah, they were.
And
pacing.
they have good memories like that. You know, if you go once and then you go again and
Oh, they
again, I'm
remember
sure
you.
the elephant might
That's what
remember
they
your
say.
face.
That's why you should be like, I've got the memory of an elephant. I've said that before. And people are like, that doesn't make any sense. I'm like, elephants have great memories, idiot.
Can't you suss that one out on your own?
Yeah.
What would that mean if I said that?
I don't know what that means.
So elephants, penguins, cheetahs.
Ooh, cheetahs like people coming?
I guess I wouldn't have. You see all those videos of little girls sitting on the ledge by the glass and all the big cats coming, trying to eat them and
no
shit.
Yeah.
Prairie dogs, cockatoos.
Prairie dogs, they have at the Bronx Zoo, they have that prairie dog tunnel where you can go in with them and you can pop your head out and like be where they are. It's kind of cool.
Not covered? They could like touch your
Well,
face.
it's covered, yeah, but I'm saying you pop
Oh, you
up
could
in
see
this
'em.
little
Oh,
glass
that's
thing
cool.
where it's right next to where they are.
Giovanni loves those little things.
I'm prairie dogging right now. Grizzly bears and polar bears.
There was a grizzly bear that was kept pacing at the zoo on this weekend, just kept pacing and pacing. And there was a lady sitting there, it was a zookeeper, and she was watching it, and it said, "Observation in progress, please don't talk to us." So when she walked away, Alicia talked to her because she wasn't in her "don't talk to me" area, and she was like, "Yeah, this grizzly bear has been here for a year now, and we just gave it new medication, and we're just trying to watch it and see if it's okay." And it's like, I don't know if that medication's
Poor
working
animals.
out.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
but
know.
it's a conservatory. They're there for a reason. It's not like a regular zoo. You know what I mean? They're like rehabilitated animals that wouldn't make it in the wild.
I go back and forth on zoos. If it's one of those wild zoos where like Minnesota Zoo, I used to go there as a kid. I mean, they had expansive territory for like the zebra. They run around the gazelles and the zebras. Like it's like they're out in the wild. But
That's
there's
how
a fence.
that's how the Bronx is as well. When
Is
it comes
it?
to
Okay.
they have this like their deer area where it looks like it's fucking like an actual spot, dude.
Yeah.
There's like a river going through it and shit. And they're
Yeah.
like,
See, no, that's that I don't have a problem with. Saudi
the lions
Arabia.
have a lot of space there too. In that zoo, yeah.
Saudi Arabia's first woman astronaut was launched into space on Sunday. She's probably not going to make it back, though, because she tried to grab the steering wheel and she was promptly stoned to death. Women can't drive. Philadelphia restaurant selling a $700 hamburger to go with that $6,700 scoop of ice cream we talked about yesterday.
What's on a $600 hamburger?
I'm glad you asked. What is it, Wagyu? Wagyu beef?
Wagyu, yeah,
Wagyu,
Wagyu.
yeah,
Wagyu beef, caviar, and gold leaf.
Nah. What does gold leaf don't even have a taste? The only thing you eat gold leaf for is to shit out gold poop. You know what I mean? There ain't
I mean,
nothing to
you
it.
know, what are you getting out of it? You
Nothing.
know, yeah.
It doesn't have a taste. There's no taste to it.
$700 burger. You know, it's funny though. If you want cheese, it's an extra 50 cents. It's true.
I don't deny it, but I think
How do you ask for 50 cents on a $700 burger?
it's a silly joke.
You don't have to replace your underwear every 6 to 12 months. Remember that thing we talked about,
Yeah.
saw on TikTok?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not.
You don't
trusting
replace them
that
until the hole's too big for your
Yeah.
balls to fall through. You know what I mean?
Right,
The balls
exactly.
are just out.
According to several doctors, you don't have to replace your underwear every 6 months or every year. You
Yeah.
keep wearing it forever, as long as till it disintegrates if you want
Yeah.
to.
That's like saying you got to replace your bed every 6 months. You know what I mean? Same shit.
Yeah.
You're still laying on it.
Again, I got underpants, the emergency section of my underwear drawer with holes right where the butthole is. Probably from scratching.
Dude, I'll keep underpants for fucking 10 years if I can.
Sure. Oregon released its annual list of cities with the most mosquitoes. Who has the most
Louisiana,
mosquitoes, you think?
Louisiana and Florida.
Oh, that was like New Orleans was like 21 or something.
Somewhere in Florida. Has to
There's
be Florida.
places that have more mosquitoes than that place. Oh my God, I hate to fucking
Lots of-
visit.
No, Minnesota was 21. New Orleans was actually in the 30s or 40s. Number one is Los Angeles. Would not
Oh
have
no, are we talking about bugs or blood sucking
mosquitoes.
Yeah,
Oh,
but I'm talking about
mosquitoes
the
only.
bugs
Okay,
are like
alright.
fucking like the agents and shit. You know what I mean?
Mosquitoes. Yeah. L.A., Chicago, New York City at 3. There's no mosquitoes in the
That don't
city.
make okay. This list don't make no fucking sense.
Sure doesn't.
It doesn't make any sense because I don't have any problem with any mosquitoes here. I went to New Orleans and I was there for 3 months. Not even prime mosquito time. It was eating up every day. I
That's
don't
one of the
eat up
reasons
here.
I love to live in the city was they ain't no bugs.
Yeah, no.
You know, there's bugs in Central Park, but if you're living on 53rd
not
and
as
8th,
many
there's no
bugs as you would expect.
mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Chicago, New York City, Atlanta, Dallas, D.C. Blah, 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 blah.
Don't make any sense.
It really doesn't.
You would think bugs are in a moist, warm, humid climate.
Yeah, so you would think you'd have vaginal bugs,
Yeah. Ooh. Hey.
vaginal bugs.
If you do, you need some cream.
Call Orkin.
Call Orkin. Orkin. You know what Orkin did? They just found out the places where people have the most money, and they're trying to scare them into getting fucking treatment.
Yeah. Hi, can you send your hottest to Orkin, man? I need to be debugged.
Ew.
Yummy. A poll found that making friends gets easier as we age. I could not disagree with that more. I remember when I moved to Minneapolis in 13. It's like, your home city. Couldn't make a friend to save my life, and I was on the radio.
Yeah, but you don't seem like the friend-making type. You know what I mean? It's not like you don't exude friendliness.
Yeah, you
I'll
have
make
to
a
have, like-
friend. I'll sit at a bar and have some drinks and talk to someone.
I'm saying just, walking around with your resting bitch face doesn't
Well,
really...
how are you supposed to make a friend? Like, how do you do it without coming off as a creep? How do you make a friend?
You gotta after you're at the bar having a drink.
You gotta
with
want
this
to
dude,
talk to people and not steal
Yeah.
shit. You know what I mean? From the stores.
They're like, yo, I got tickets to the game. You want to go with me on Friday? Like, and then all
You
of a
just
sudden-
say that to someone randomly. He's decent looking. He doesn't look like a killer. I'm gonna ask him if he wants to go to the game. Okay,
No
creep.
one looks like a killer until you find out that they're a killer. You know what I mean?
Well, that's not true. John Wayne Gacy looks like a killer.
He did, but everyone trusted him.
I know.
they.
I mean, the only way to make friends at a certain age is through other friends, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, like, if you meet someone through, like, a good friend of yours and you start hanging out without the friend who introduced you, then you're an asshole.
Also, when we get older, the older we get, the more trust issues we have. You know what I mean?
I don't have any trust issues.
I do. I don't trust a lot of people. Yeah, good joke. I get it.
There is where you should be do the bump. Ireland became the first nation in the world to require cancer warning labels on alcoholic beverages. The Irish? What do they care? They wouldn't leave a pub if it's on fire. Well, or at least until they could see the fire.
Yeah.
I mean, what? They don't care about cancer warning label in Ireland. That's crazy.
Get to me my beer.
Yeah, they always put out a story. Oh, drinking's good for you. Drinking's not good for you. Drinking's good for you. Drinking's not good for you.
Always,
Yeah.
always up and down.
Well, now it's up or down again. Scientists say that moderate boozing may actually be beneficial. 1 to 7 alcoholic drinks per week may reduce inflammation in the body. 7 drinks a week? That's more than I've ever heard recommended by anybody for anything.
How does it help with inflammation though?
I thought it
Wow.
inflames you. I thought it causes inflammation.
Right. That's what I mean.
I know it bloats you.
Right.
I don't fucking know, man.
That shit don't make any sense.
They're having
Who
smiling.
put that study on? Bud Light?
Yeah. No shit. They're having smiling classes in Japan because they've worn masks for 3 years and they've forgotten how to smile.
That's a sad, sad world.
That is a sad world. Who cares? You know how teachers always complain about they don't make enough money?
Yeah.
A lot of teachers are quitting now. One woman said after a decade of teaching, her salary was $65,000 and she had to work in restaurants on weekends to make ends meet. $65,000 for working half the year is pretty fucking good.
Oh, that's true. I didn't think
Yeah, you're working 10 months out of the year.
$65,000 is a
Well,
good salary.
they work 8 to 9 months out of the year, yeah.
How are you complaining about that? You got to work in restaurants on the weekends to make ends meet? Well, maybe you should live in a different house. Downsize a little bit. How hot will this summer be? The climate prediction said, well, that all depends on how hot they decide to make it.
They said this is an El Nino year. Does that
They can, you know what? They can make El Nino happen if they want
right,
to.
right. More rain and shit.
The harp and all that different shit.
Yeah.
Whatever they throw up into the ionosphere / firmament. Dave Grohl recorded all the drums on the new album for the Foo Fighters. New Foo Fighters song is fucking great. Josh
heard it.
Freese is their new drummer.
Yeah.
Paris Hilton's Chihuahua lived to be 23.
Wow.
That thing she used to carry around in a purse that you figured that she
Yeah.
dumped somewhere, sent it to live on a farm. No, she kept it.
That thing probably looked like Gollum, dude. That thing was old as shit. 23.
Its name is Harajuku Bitch.
I'm just surprised it didn't kill itself. You know what I mean?
I mean, right? Who owns me? Ugh.
I got to get in this bag again.
I know. I end up liking the bag.
It stepped on the fucking the vibrator all the time and it's just always shaking. You know she had a couple in there. Had to have.
Chihuahua doesn't need to step on a vibrator to always be shaking.
They just shake with it.
How can you always shake? I don't understand that. This is gross. 2 more. Jude Law made himself smell like blood, sweat, and poop for his latest movie. Because he's playing Henry VIII. in a movie called Firebrand. And it turns out Henry smelled awful. He had leg ulcers.
Jesus.
And you could smell Henry VIII from 3 rooms away. His leg was rotting so badly. And he tried to hide the smell with rose oil. And he also found out, that the guy back in those days, he probably smelled like. So what he did was he found a perfume specialist who made him a perfume that smelled like blood, sweat, and fecal matter.
Jude, that's a little bit too far, man.
He goes, I thought it'd be great impact if I smelled awful. I'd like to know what your co-stars thought about that.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that should be against the Jude law, you know what I mean?
Well,
Everybody! See you tomorrow!
so go out on that. All right. Leslie says, why would anyone want to smell? Yeah, I don't know.
Early show tomorrow? Any show tomorrow?
Yeah, early.
Okay.
All right. See you later.
Bye, everybody.
Later.